Hello, my name is Shettley, and welcome back for another episode of Victory as USA. In previous episode, Britain calls us into war against France, which I suppose doesn't surprise anyone. Our economy is still slowly growing up. We are increasing the construction speed even further, and actually, do we still have... Oh yeah, we've got 4 buildings in here, so I'm trying to keep it at like 2 government construction, and then the private sector are going to take care of the rest, so we can start accumulating a bit of cash reserve over here. 40 acres and a mule. Ah, right, so we've had this one before. It's only going to be the alpha structure pops that become more radical, so I think that's fine. And I do actually wonder, to readmit, and some of the loyalists are growing, but there's so much that isn't really growing. So the reconstruction is probably going to fail to some degree. I don't know what's going to happen after that. I'm still recording this before the first episode has even aired. So, if there's been something pointed out in the comments, then I'm sorry, but I haven't read those yet. Ah, there's a bit of tooling workshops being built, and some iron mines as well. I mean, that's good. We do need a decent bit of both, I reckon. I'm assuming that the French will probably surrender soon. Oh, hey, there we go. Low process study. So we're getting the free trade. At least for now, so we can get maybe a bit more leverage to bring people into the faction. Right now, we're in the... Alright, so we're still in the stable, so it's going down to 54 right now. Because we've got a lot of nations that have a bit of varying degrees of ideology, or difference of ideology, so that might be causing some issues. But yeah, we'll eventually have a lot of the sort of North and South America, at least, Central America, and then maybe a little bit in the Caribbean as well. Mexico will probably just conquer in some wars that we'll be having with them. Speaking of which, maybe we'll go ahead and increase the army size a little bit further. We'll go ahead and increase this one. So this one is the army of observation. Actually, what do we have here? So the 15... Yeah, we'll probably just get another... Listen, we'll get another 2 conscripts. We get that to 20. But then we'll also get some more regular infantry. So that will get us to... I guess 55 regular battalions and 30 conscripts. Because I believe, yeah, this one's got 10. All of these have 10 infantry conscripts, so that's alright. Redeemers. Coalition former... Oh, right. We'll get some more loyalists from the Afro-Americans. Dixie will become more radicals in there, but that's alright. And it looks like the food industries are coming along fairly nicely. How's the research? Right now, we're of course... oh, right. Faction distillation, that's 40%. Realism is 40% now as well. Crystal class is going to take another 20 months. We do need to build some more universities as well, actually. So let's go ahead and do that, shall we? Oh, explosive factory. Right, let's get that upgraded a little bit further. Not that we really need it too much. Also, the... Oh, no, that's already in the rifle production. The maize farms could get the soil and nutrition farming. Got quite a few of those. And then, yeah, that's increased wool gathering already. The barracks should get the general training. Naval bases should get the power of the purse. Ah, right, so universities. We've got... where do we actually have any? 5 in New York. I guess... we'll get 1 in New Jersey. There's not a whole lot of peasants there. Connecticut, I don't know if there's yeah, about 40,000 peasants. So we'll get 1 in there. We'll get 1 in Rhode Island. There's 3... How many? We had 10 thus far, so we'll build 5 total. Maybe we'll get 1 in Delaware, 1 in Maryland. And that would be 5 already, so that would get us to at least 20 universities, which should mean with the dialects we will get 30 innovation from that, or thereabouts. So that should probably be good enough. Oh, we can invite, presumably, Ecuador. Yeah. Cohesion will be impacted slightly, but that's probably alright. Hey, low process voting. Oh, and there's more violence in West Virginia. What's this, consistently keep starting with the non-radicals, I suppose. Which probably doesn't really help our situation. So New Granada, we're still getting a little bit of influence in there, right? It will be going up quite a bit, but not necessarily enough. Got good relations with them, though. I don't suppose... Maybe get the military assistance or something. Looks like the war still hasn't ended. Like, from our position, it's basically done. I'm actually gonna demobilize these armies as well. That's going to save us a little bit more troops, or a little bit more money rather, and then, oh, right, there we go. The extra troops have been built already. I guess we could also go ahead and expand this army. Get the 5 extra infantry over here as well. I will guess we'll use up a bit of New York for that, and New Jersey. Oh, there we go, health system increased. It might have a bit of extra expenditures, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. Oh, and there we go, Kansas down to, I believe, 3 spots. No, 2 actually. Oh. Okay, so Kansas will soon be completed, and then that will speed up the rest of them slightly. Of course, since we've got so many colonies growing at the same time, it's not going to be much of an increase or reduction in there. Texas is actually not too far either, and same with, well, Oklahoma still got the panhandle over there, so that's going to take a little while. And then Nebraska's going to take a little while. Oh, there we go. So the British took all of the things that they wanted, and now we're out of the war. Hey, Bath Liberalism completed. Freedom, equality, and brotherhood. So the industrialists have ushered in an era of liberal politics that promises a freer society where all citizens have part in the political process. So here's the oh, it's a market liberal. Okay, could change the radical. What does that do? Universal suffrage, parliamentary republic, protected speech, guaranteed liberties, public schools. Not necessarily too bad. What about the reformer? What does that do? Right to associate, compulsory primary school, property, women, cultural exclusion. And that's just popularity. Okay, so currently he is the market liberal. I think we might want to go for the reformer, actually. Because then we might be able to pass some of the... or reduce the racial segregation, essentially. We might not be able to pass that law anytime soon, but we can definitely hope that we can do some work on that. Oh, and popular playwright. Alright then. We'll get the 10% success chance. More prestige would be nice, but we're not really in a desperate need for prestige right now. As long as we can stay as a great power, we should be fine. Come on, there we go. This university's being built. The private sector is building a whole lot of tooling workshops and trade centers. Which I suppose there's a lot of trade that needs to happen. Which we are actually importing a lot of wood right now. Well, it's the biggest amount that we're importing, rather. We're not actually importing that much in total. But yeah, we are a little bit reliant on imported wood. Perhaps that's something that we can change a little bit. By building some more logging camps. I suppose Pennsylvania does have a need for a lot, so we'll go ahead and build another 3 in there. Oh wow, the productivity is just increasing more and more. Alright then, all the protection earnings there just increasing. But anyway, so we'll build those. Now we'll hopefully get the free trade pass soon enough. Is the... yeah, the trade unions are still somewhat powerful. Actually, I do wonder, do we have what sort of agitators right now? We've got room for one more. Ooh, we've got one for labor movement. Actually, oh, yeah, we'll invite this one. So what's that? It's a reformer. Ah, okay. There we go. So I'm hoping that that's going to start having a bit of impact on the... yeah, trade unions are now 8%. Excellent. And that might increase the support. Well, actually, technically speaking, they don't support that. And it's the Yemen that are opposing it. Ah, okay. Well, that would make sense, I suppose. Now, we will need to get the... oh, right, it's the mechanized workshop that gives the... actually, no, it's not that one. It's the chemical completion that gives the better paper production. And fractional distillation is not too far off either. Then that will lead to baking powder, and that's going to be very good for the groceries production. Paramilitary intimidation. We'll disband the units at once. Again, we're still sticking to those decisions. I know that it means that the re-administration of states, that will time out. No doubt. Whether we'll actually do any real impact on there or not remains to be seen. But if we can pass the free trade, we might then be able to reduce the racial segregation. Oh. Indefensible extortion. We'll get the plus 10% there. And there we go. So we've got the barracks being built soon after the universities. Actually, how's the innovation now? It's 66, so it's still fairly small. Actually, no, it's, I mean, yeah, it is quite a small amount. Yeah, we'll have 15 universities, not 20, so it's going to be like 72 and a half or somewhere around there once all of those are done. And fully hiring people, or fully employed, rather. Opium addiction. Oh dear. Anglo-Canadian... okay. Alright. Darn Canadians. Ooh, and we've still got one more. over here in Kansas, then that's going to be completed. I have a feeling that after that, it's probably going to be Texas. Then might be Minnesota. Or North Dakota. I think North Dakota is actually faster than Minnesota. Aha! New mandate. Alright then, so what can we add in there? We're going to take stuff from anywhere. Market unification. Ooh. More infrastructure. That'd be handy. Trade advantage within power block. That could be useful. Or more construction. That would be also kind of handy. Advanced research. Ooh. Increased tech spread. That could be handy. Defensive cooperation. Can start or join wars amongst the power block members. External trade. Trade capacity would be increased by 25%, which is also quite handy. Vassalization. Transportation infrastructure. Oh, so we'd get a lot more infrastructure overall. Police coordination. Food standardization. Militarized entry. Colonial office. Foreign investments. That could be kind of handy, actually. There's the freedom movement. And there's the creative legislature. Enactment stall chance. Oh, that could be handy. Sacred civics. I'm going to go with the market unification, though. Start with that one. Though we might go for, at one point or another, go for the ideological thing. Or the stall chance we reduced by 33%. That's like a minus 33% modifier for that percentage in there, so it's not going to be minus 33 actual percentage points for the total chance. Presumably, anyway. At least that would make more sense, anyway. Yeah, we've got a decent bit of stuff still underway. The universities are mostly done, and I'm hoping that we can pass a free trade now. Pretty please? There we go. Some more trade. And max subventions on imports and exports. Level resistance goes down. Trade advantage goes up. So we'll be able to buy things a lot cheaper. And actually, you know, we've still got a little bit of construction going on. We're making a lot more money. And actually, let's go and have a look at the law. So could we go for the... Oh, cultural exclusion. We could. There would be a lot of opposition for that, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the American supremacist movement is pretty strong there. They would become agitating, and that would cause some issues, no doubt. Let's have a look otherwise. So what would that be from? Yeoman, petty bourgeoisie, and then, yeah, the separatist movement and reactionary movements would oppose it as well. So that probably would not fly. Could go for the poor laws. Trade unions would definitely love that. Industrialists would also love that. It would give us a little bit of social security at least. It would cost us a little bit of bureaucracy, mind you, but I think that's fine. Although, again, like the citizenship laws, we could try to go with that. But it is very risky. There's a good chance that it would stall very badly, so I'm kind of tempted not to take that one right now. There's the right to associate at this point. That would have some support as well. What does that actually do? So this one... Oh, there's more radicals from political movements. Trade unions' political strength goes down. And over here, they will start getting some more political strength, and radicals will go down labor attraction. I'm going to go for the right to associate, actually. There's some opposition for it, but it's not going to be that bad. There's still a high demand for wood, but I suppose we are getting a little bit of production going on in there soon enough again. At least another 3 logging camps. GDP is still on a steady climb up. It's not like a rocketing upwards yet. So we might need to increase the construction speed even further. The private sector is still ballooning quite a bit, let's just say. Where do we have the most peasants? New York, Ohio, Illinois got quite a few as well. Okay, we'll get 2 more in there. Oh, actually, what's in the foreign queue? Oh, actually, India's building a trade center in New York. Alright then. Because our private sector is also building... Oh, 2 more food industry in Tennessee, actually, huh? Alright then. Are we, let's actually have a look at the prestige. Are we now... Oh, we've got 300 prestige, so we probably have got on a bit higher on the list. Yeah, we're number 2 in groceries, number 1 in fertilizers, number 2 in oil, and clippers, and tobacco, and then number 3 in sulfur, fabrics, engines, and merchant marine. Alright then, I bet that's a decent amount of things, I suppose. Ooh, there we go. Colonizers of Kansas is done. Let's have a look at the I don't think we're reaching the max on any of these yet. So we'll just let the colonizations go as they are. Hey, freedom of trade completed. Marketplace of the world. Great adventures on exports or imports. Let's actually have a quick look over here. So on trade, we do export more than we import by the looks of it. We might want to get the advantage on exports. So we can sell even more. And there we go, the construction sectors are already underway. I'm having... Oh, we could declare another interest. Oh, right, because we've got that one fully... Oh, right, we should probably give Kansas a statehood already, or integrate that already. We could also put an interest in La Plata. We'll try to get all of the Americas into our fold over here to Kansas. Yeah, it's actually only 16 points. It's 18 years, though, my goodness. That's going to take a little while. We'll start coring it anyway. They can start the staging process, I guess. Ah, right, we're running out of things to construct. I guess we do still need more wood. Although, let's actually have a look at the goods. What else do we have on high prices of wood? Steel is another thing, but I think wood is something that we definitely need a lot more right now. So let's just go ahead and... First of all, make sure that it's only domestic. Right, Pennsylvania is still in need of a lot of tools. Also, maybe we'll get a few in New York, because we've got a lot of the paper production there. So we'll get that one. Even then, we could actually change some of these logging camps to only provide regular wood. Although over here, there's furniture manufacturing and all that, so that probably needs other things. We could maybe have this one, for example, only produce softwood to increase the total throughput at least a little bit off of the wood. We might need to do that on several places, to be fair. There we go. So the construction section should take us to 150 total soon enough. Ah, the Washington Citizens Association. The right to associate, we can get plus 10% success chance. Yeah, we'll just take the success chance there. Oh, but it's 1950, so we could start planning for another war. We did increase the army size a little bit, so we've got 60 battalions, plus another 30 in conscripts. So if we were to do a... Oh, they got treated with France. Okay, so just getting investments from there. They got colonial rights in one of the native nations over here. I guess what we could do... Actually, what should be the goal be? I guess we would go for New Mexico. Return state. That would give us a bit of infamy. It's not too bad right now. Britain's unlikely to join on the enemy side. Venezuela cannot join the enemy side. And Hudson Bay Company is unlikely to join. So if we go for this one, we can force the diplomatic play. So we can push for some more lands. And then we'll add another war goal. Return state. Mexican Colorado. We are already colonizing Colorado, so return that one. We'll add that as a primary. What else? So that's these two states. Could then go for... I guess we'll start with Arizona. And then... Return state. I guess we'll just add in all of these return states. We'll add all of these as sort of primary goals there. So if they do back down, we get all of them. If they don't back down, then we might not get all of it, but that's fine. Right, so let's go ahead and get some troops activated here, shall we? Get the Army of Florida. And we'll get one army up here in the north. And then one more army. Those over here. I think the Army of Florida should probably get the conscripts activated already. But there we go, so that way we should be able to start pushing in. Admittedly, is there any more states that we need to... No, incorporating other states is not possible yet. I do actually wonder, are the... Oh yeah, no, the Dixie are still a primary culture, technically speaking. I do wonder if we could push for Rio Grande or something like that as well. Or maybe go for Baja California. Let's see, Congress state. So if we go for the Californians, that's another 6 infamy. We might want to just wait on that a little bit. Let the infamy drip down that we currently have. Because I don't want to get too much infamy. So we can keep on conquering little bits here and there. I reckon the army that we have over here... Oh, Liberia is sending some troops as well. We'll defend the front over there in the main front line and then focus on the other front lines. They are still worried. They might still back down. Yeah, I guess we'll have pretty much unopposed advance through some of the colonies that they have here. And we'll have some troops. I don't know how much troops they actually have total. They got a little bit more in full, but yeah, they're not using most of it yet necessarily. Oh, the enemy doesn't even have that high quality actually in here. Well, in that case, let's just go and advance the front as soon as the war starts. But now I think it might be time for us to, if we're going to add in another war goal, we should do it now. It needs to be something that isn't too high in infamy cost, so maybe Baja California will do. It's a bit of infamy, but it's manageable. We're not going to make that a primary goal, though. Because we are infamous right now, but that will hopefully drop down fairly quickly. And then, yeah, we'll have the border around here, and then along the Arizona border, and then get back to the Rio Grande and follow that one down to the coast. We'll let the private sector take over the construction for a little while. That's probably for the best. Ooh, colonization Texas completed. I wonder, how quick is the... No, we're not hitting the limit on the other colonies yet, but that does, again, speed up the colonies a little bit more. Hey, and there we go. The right to associate is processing study now. Oh, we got 30 million GDP. Well, well, well. I suppose partially because the troops are active and all that. That might have part of it, or something to do with it. But I'm determined to get the lands over here at least. Bison hunting. We'll protect the bison herd. So we keep the tensions a bit lower. Probably don't have to, but we're going to do that anyway. And yeah, so we've got these two fronts that are going to be pushing forward, and then we'll have the main front as well, where we're pushing forward. Oh, and Russian-Alaskan Company is... Oh! Oh my goodness, there's a bit of war going on. What is actually going on in here? Oh, right, okay, so Russia's on one side and Britain's on the other side, so that's why part of Canada is getting occupied over here. Also, attacks against the Mexicans are going alright. They got a decent defense over there, though. I suppose we've already occupied part of Colorado and Utah. So we're going to keep on pushing forward. Oh, is that one? Oh. That part of the... That's just one front now. How about you go there, then? And then, of course, we've got the other front line over here, which is... Oh, that is so quick. Conquering all of that. That's just amazing. Ah, right, so in Utah, they're not colonizing right now. I guess since, yeah, we've occupied that. So they are unable to. But then California's probably going to take a little while to colonize, or conquer, rather. We don't need to colonize in there, actually, at all. We'll be taking all of it. And then looks like New Mexico is, yeah, we're doing pretty good in there. I'm taking some casualties, but nothing compared to what the enemy's taking. Actually, what are the armies that they have in here? So they've got light infantry, dragoons, mobile artillery. And we've got, if I remember correctly, we've got skirmish infantry, the mobile artillery, and lancers. So maybe slightly more effective. Well, especially the infantry. And the infantry is what we have majority of the armies as. Hey, low process of voting. And realism unlocked. Oh, perfect. So let's go out and switch the realism on to the arts academies, if we have any. I'm not entirely sure that we have any. We don't. Well, I think that is something that we need to change. There we go. Arts Academy. Guess we'll get one... No, actually, we'll get 2 levels in New York. We should also go and make sure that those will have the correct production method. Realistic art, and we'll probably go for the... maybe the independent artists. That'll probably be fine. Can't see the how many are getting employed in which one there yet because they haven't been built. But we will eventually. Hey, crystal class unlocked. And let's go ahead and queue up something more in production. So fractional distillation is going to be down fairly shortly. Which I suppose we could go for the canneries next. We'll see if that is the one. Although chemical pollution would probably be the better one. Yeah, we'll go for that one. Because that's going to allow us to make the paper a bit cheaper to produce, or more plentiful in our market at least. And then we can go ahead and change the class production to be crystal class, so that increases the lead consumption a bit further. Which is, you know, it might get a bit expensive, but I'm sure that we'll get that sorted out in the long run. And that's going to reduce the wood price overall. Oh, there we go. We've got Arizona occupied already. Good. Fractional distillation completed. So we could go ahead and, on the food industries, we could, I don't know if I want to switch all of these. But the ones that do have the distillation, like Vermont, we can just go ahead and increase that even further. Is that the only one, actually? That might be the only one. What about Tennessee? Doesn't seem like it's necessarily going to be worthwhile in most of the places yet, but eventually we'll get a lot of alcohol, no doubt. Ooh, organized sports is spreading. Okay. So we're currently getting the triage. And is it spreading? Nothing in production is spreading yet. I suspect that it will be soon enough, though. Looks like the Battle of New Mexico is, or Battle for New Mexico is soon over. Ah, right, so it's combined the front lines, hasn't it? Yeah, okay, we'll send you back to the front line. We'll have 3 armies in there. And there we go, we've taken New Mexico as well. So the Mexicans are probably giving up soon enough. We're of course going to push for all of these. Well, I say soon enough. The war support is still 73, so it's not like they're going to give up immediately, but we will be able to just keep on pushing forward at this point. Language and classrooms. Say the language part of their heritage. Reduce radicalism a bit further. Might not have a huge impact overall. Oh, well, there we go. We've got a bit of battle in California, and that's... Oh, we had nearly 10... At least 9-to-1 ratio in terms of troops there. Or somewhere thereabouts. So yeah, that's not bad. I think that's going to be an easy victory. Oh, also pushing to Baja California. Okay. There's the Arts Academies being built. Excellent. Costing us a little bit of money, but I suspect that that will still be very handy for the upper stratas. Oh, a bit of plunder going on in here. Might still win this, despite the plunder. Mostly because we have overwhelming numbers compared to theirs. Yeah, we're slowly winning it. But another combat over here in Chihuahua. Scandalous. Thunder has struck the legislature as an article published by Arthur Suttle was agitated from the reactionary movement, accusing members of the evangelicals of sleeping with a mistress comes to light. Conveniently, in the middle of the debates for the right to associate law. We'll stay focused on the law. Take a bit of a hit there, but that's alright. And more battles for California going along quite nicely. We should be able to win the rest of California soon, I reckon. We're currently on 53, so it's probably going to take, yeah, one more battle. And then that will be... Well, speak of the devil. That already started. The enemy had less than 1,000 men to begin with there. So yeah, we occupied all of the war goals now, so the enemy war support should be going down rather rapidly. It's yeah, about 5 a week. Plus we're pushing further and further into Mexico itself. Yeah, I'd say we... Oh, yeah, there we go. Chihuahua's been occupied already. Sonora's not too far off either. What's the private sector building right now? A whole lot of textiles and motor industries, trade centers, and a coal mine. Okay, is there... Yeah, ammunition is a bit pricey right now. But that makes sense. We're currently at war. There we go. There's still a little bit of fighting that probably needs to happen, but the enemy peace acceptance is soon met, I reckon. Well, they won't be able to resist for too long, let's just say. Also making a lot of money right now with the private sector paying the construction. The investment pool is going down a little bit. We've got 18 million there, though, so it's not like it's that bad of a situation, perhaps. We could go ahead and increase the construction speed even further. We'll get another... Michigan doesn't have a whole lot of workers, actually. You know what, we'll get another 2 in... or we'll start building some in Kentucky, and maybe Indiana could get another 2 as well. And maybe Illinois could also get 1. We'll get 1 in Missouri as well. So that's going to be a whole lot of construction speed increase. There we go. Already gotten pretty far down here. We still haven't gotten to the enemy capital, though. Preemptive strikes. Okay, so we're going to take a bit of a hit on the industrialist approval. With a 20% success chance. Or we can get more radicals. I think we're just going to take the success chance right now. Influencing Hawaii. Oh... We'll start investing in there, sure. Looks like the advancing troops are doing pretty good, so the enemy shouldn't be able to hold on for too much longer. There's still a little bit more colonization that we do need to do in here. We're going to probably establish a colony in New Mexico and Utah already. They're not going to be very quick growing, but that's alright. Oh, diplomacy play against us. Alright then, well, shame. Send an army down there. They might back down, admittedly. That does mean that we'll be able to colonize a lot faster. And there we go, we occupy Rio Grande. The Mexicans are 1 week away from taking the peace offer. Yeah, there we go. That is a whole lot more territory for us. Which I don't know if the... Actually... We'll reset the production methods. At least in those two. Accordingly, so that should help a little bit. And I guess we may need to start doing a bit of incorporating the states as well. Although, actually... we don't own all of those states yet. Okay. Right, that's going to trigger something. It probably adds in homelands for some of these areas, so we... Well, I suppose we can still start some of those corings, I guess. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too expensive, most of these. Get those underway. But with that, we are unfortunately out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll check the link down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, until next time, bye-bye.